I did.
We started out with some cloud cover, and we actually have some rain showers in parts of the state right now. It's not a whole lot, but it's certainly in the part of the state where we need it the most. We've had a storm system to the north. We're talking over Colorado into Kansas and Nebraska. Well, it's moving off to the east, and it's weakening as it is moving so, but there's the rain now in northwest Oklahoma. But again, whatever we are seeing, it is very light, basically into Woods County, trying to make its way into Alva. But if you do get anything, not much more than very, very light rain. This is our Integris camera, part of our Lucky Star Skycam network. Mostly clear skies for the rest of us. We're at 49 degrees. We've got a north-northeast wind right now at 8 miles an hour. Feels more like 45 degrees. Temperatures kind of all over the place right now. We have upper 30s, also some upper 40s out ahead of where the rain has fallen, but some low to upper 40s in the north and northeast. But we also have some upper 50s and low 60s in south central and southeast Oklahoma, with a wind coming in out of the northeast between about 5 to 15, but in western Oklahoma, that wind is coming in out of the north. You can kind of see where that boundary is kind of moving through right now. We've got gust size around 40 miles an hour out of the north. Well, this storm system is going to continue to push off to the east, and behind it, we're still going to have a pretty nice north wind. Now, overnight tonight, that wind's going to be picking up for everyone here eventually, and tomorrow, it's certainly going to be cool still. We're going to keep it in the 50s. I think as far as any rain chances are concerned, we're going to be done with that tomorrow. Could certainly use some more, and eventually we will get more rain chances. But Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we're also going to be warming back up into the 60s and 70s. So we're not done with that just yet. But this next storm system, it is moving our way. And right now, the timing looks to be Thursday into Friday. But on Thursday, there will be a cap in place. We'll see if we can break it. The chances do look a little bit better on Friday. But now on Friday, I think that chance is really going to shift into eastern Oklahoma. This weekend looks pretty quiet. Temperatures start to warm back into the 60s, and I do expect by Sunday and into Monday, there's going to be a slight chance of rain. Chance doesn't look great by any means, but early next week, even warmer. Temperatures climbing into the 80s and hanging out there for at least a few days. And then we're going to watch that next storm system by the end of next week. Right now, it's keeping storm chances primarily in eastern Oklahoma, but a lot can change from now until then. So tonight, dropping down to the mid-30s here in Oklahoma City, some upper 20s and low 30s across the north, and holding on to those 40s and 50s in the southeast. Tomorrow afternoon, we're going to have a little bit more wind coming in out of the north. Temperatures only topping out in the mid-50s this time around, but we're going to see a little bit more sunshine. So not a bad day by any means. Upper 50s and low 60s across the south. Wednesday afternoon, now that wind is shifting to the south. It's going to be breezy, but that's going to work in our favor. That's going to push temperatures into the mid-60s this time around. But 70 in Alva, 71 in Woodward, the mid-70s out in Guyman. By Thursday, staying in the 60s and 70s, but Thursday afternoon and evening, the storm system approaches. We've got the dry line and the panhandle out ahead of it. Again, that cap is going to be in place. So if we can break the cap, then we are just going to have just a slight chance of storms in any one location. And if that were to happen, hail, damaging wind, very low tornado threat. Thursday night into Friday morning, I think that cap weakens a little bit. Then we're going to have that moderate chance of rain and storms in central and eastern Oklahoma. By Friday afternoon and evening, now the dry line's moving basically right along I-35. There's still going to be a slight chance in Oklahoma City, but by the time we get to later in the day, I think chances are really going to start to pick up once again well east of I-44. So eastern Oklahoma, you have that higher chance of seeing those storms. And of course, during that time, we still have a chance that if the storms were to develop, they would become severe with hail, damaging winds, and a low tornado threat would also be there. But this weekend looks really nice. If you have any outdoor plans, don't worry about it. Saturday, Sunday, 60s and 70s. Overnight lows are not too cold either. By next week, we're talking about temperatures climbing into the 80s with overall rain chances looking pretty low for now. We'll be right back.